University of Miami Sports Medicine Institute. Experts treat athletes of all levels, elite pros, active adults, and youth athletes. Recover your game. Visit uhealthsportsmedicine.com.
It's now time for the breakdown segment with head coach Manny Diaz, and I'm sure you got something special for us today, Coach.
Oh, Don, you're gonna love it. We're going under the hood to the big nasties. Again, in a game featuring two top quarterbacks, all these throwing yards. Most football games are won by who wins the line of scrimmage. And when we watch a film, holding Pitt to 68 yards rushing, as I mentioned earlier in the show, almost 300 yards either in run game and RPOs. That's controlling the line of scrimmage, and ultimately that tells. And I want to show you a couple plays on both sides of the ball of some guys that maybe you don't notice. It's easier to notice them, as you always know, the smaller guys are making plays in space. But this is Pitt is in a heavy formation. They've got three offensive linemen here on one side of the ball, but the guy I want to really highlight right here is John Ford. John was really, really physical. This is a big time compete play. They're going to run power, and watch him just on the down block, knock his guy, shed his guy off, be able to finish right there. LT's got a hard down. They're putting two on him. DeAndre Johnson's in there knocking. Look how he knocks the fullback back. Frierson's in there fitting. Flag is scraping over the top. But John Ford, what he does on this play, just whipping the single block, getting off, being able to finish. That's some grown man stuff.
And Coach, I don't know that he did it quite that well a year ago or 2 years ago or three. He has really matured into this position technique-wise.
He really has. He's really improved. It's really making a difference, and it's helping our football team be what we want to be inside run game-wise. You're going to see him again here. Now he's in the hot seat where LT was the last play. He's going to get the double team. So there it is right there. Two guys that's about 600-pound of man just trying to smash in on you. And here they're going to try to kick out Jafari Harvey, same type deal. And watch how Jafari just takes his guy and throws him on the ground. But look who shows up from the inside out. Watch John Ford be able to come through that block, relentless, and be able to make the play. Jafari's got him wrapped up down low. John's got him wrapped up high. That's some grown man stuff right there. That ain't easy. And there are two guys being really physical, really relentless.
I like the fact that he was able to handle the tight end, because the tight end is not a small guy. They put him in there for a reason.
No, there's no doubt. They got big physical guys, and that's what they want to try to do. And then, if they can't run it in here, then what they try to do is they take it on the perimeter. And this was a really special play by Cam Kitchens. And again, it's easy to talk about the stopping the Philly special, and everyone sees, but boy, you want to talk about tackling in space. You know what I mean? Does a great job. Wraps up the legs right above the knee, and then runs his feet on contact. And we always say, pull the hamstring. See that hand right there? If you will pull up on the hamstring, that takes the runner out of the ground, and that is a poor position to be in for an offensive player.
So, Coach, I would say it's safe to say that Cam Kitchens' tackle will make the teaching film for next year or next week.
That is it right there. Shoulder through the thigh board, drive for 5, and then pull a hamstring. And then you get great effort. Here comes Corey Flagg. Look at even James Williams is coming. You know what I mean? That's what you want to see. You want offensive players to want the urgency to get down. You don't want them fighting for extra yards. You do that by storming to the football. Corey Flagg is trying to do what right here? Rip it out. Which is an exceptional play to try to force a turnover, try to do something when you got the tackle wrapped up. So that's really special right there by those guys. And again, when your little guys tackle, which we've done a better job the last 2 weeks, the whole defense plays better. Now, Don, save the best for last for you. Offensive line, okay? And again, Pitt is by design one of the harder teams in the nation to run the ball against. They put so many numbers close to the box. This is a PN10, which is the first play of a drive. You can tell we're kind of backed up. The ball's on our 11-yard line. We use a little bit of emotion trying to get some people running around. And just Jalen Knighton's done a really nice job of being patient, waiting for the offensive line to open up some holes. Watch Scaife and Jared Williams right here on the combo block. Scaife puts 10 on the ground. Jared's able to climb up to number 7, the backer. We do a nice job. Watch Ja'Kai Clark displace the nose guard right here with Navon. You know what I mean? So we've got some seams right here that Jalen can go through. The safety tries to fit through 1, but he can't fit through 2. And just, these type of runs versus Pitt, when it's the first play of a drive and you can get that first down, as we mentioned earlier in the show, that's how you sustain drives. That's how you get going.
I want to give the offense line credit with those combo blocks. They've gotten better and better each week as the season's gone on, but then you look at Jalen, and that gives you an example of his vision and how he looks at it. There was an opportunity to go there, but he bends it back for the better run.
That's right, and it's making those decisions, and I think his patience has really improved. You have to remember how inexperienced Jalen actually is based off how many at-bats he got a year ago. and now he's really coming into his own. I think he's really getting into a great rhythm. Here's a really important run. This is on the last drive of the game. So Van Dyke throws a strike to Rambo. This is the 1st and 10 afterwards. So this is still a big sequence right here. Pitt has 2 timeouts left. Again, if we don't get yards, that 3rd down call that we threw to Mallory, that's a lot harder call on 3rd and 10. And this might be as important of a run as we had during the course of the game. So same thing, we're just running inside zone and watch. 38 comes in here and blitzes late. Zion does a nice job picking him up. They try to make a little bit of movement right here, and everybody just stays on their guy. Navon's on his guy. Ja'Kai covers his guy up, and then Jalen again. The patience to the mesh point. Then he sees it and he can accelerate through that hole because they've got a free blocker. Pitt's going to always have. They're going to have 2 free hitters, but he's able to accelerate and get 7. And that 7 may not seem a lot, but that's why we're able to call that 3rd and 3 play.
And Coach, you on the offensive line play and everything in football, you talk about finish. And there's an example of all 5 offensive linemen finishing their block through the whistle, through the play, and it led to extra yards.
That's exactly right. Even Will Mallory doing a great job on the line, with this knocking the defensive end out. Those are big. That's big yards. And then the explosive play, and again on a counter play, you'll see it right here. Start off with a great double team. Mm-hmm. We're kicking out the defensive end right here. There goes Navon. And then we wrap around with Zion right there for number 0. We got a hat on everybody. They got 1 linebacker left that we're double teaming towards, but that's what makes Jalen special. 20 just overruns it a little bit right there. Jalen by running, and what we always say is that when someone's running sideways and someone's running forward, that's a law of physics, right? You want to be the guy that's square running forward, because people that are running square can cut back on people that are turned. And then this is all it takes. And again, Pitt, because the nature of their defense, they usually do not have a second level defender. So if you can get through that first wave, and you got the speed like Jalen Knighton is, it's gone. And I know you know this, Don. Look at the reaction of the offensive line. There you see Ja'Kai. There's Zion. That's it. That's
clapping, baby.
That's it. Hey, that's what you want to see. And they've seen it now 4 weeks in a row with the Rooster running towards someone's goal line, and they did it with Cam Harris in the Virginia game on that long run. Right. And I know those guys have a lot of pride, but when you see that long run, that might be the sweetest thing for an offensive lineman. Even watch Navon get up off the ground. He knows right now when you get the Rooster in the open field, it's next play is going to be an extra point.
No, it's great to see. They're hustling down there. It may take them a minute to get down there, Joe, but they're going to get down there and celebrate. Believe me.
That's exactly right.
That does it for the breakdown segment with head coach Manny Diaz. Thank you, Coach.
Thanks, Road Warrior.
So long, happy little blue car.
No matter what you call your car,
goodbye, Speed Demon,
or why you're letting it go, AutoNation will buy it, and you don't have to buy one from us. We're paying top dollar right now. So go to AutoNation.com or come see us for a super easy appraisal. Get paid on the spot, and you can deposit it the same day. Visit any AutoNation store or AutoNation.com. What drives you drives us.
Hey, it's the Good Greek Spiro, and we all know that the most important part of winning a championship is getting there. And when the Miami Hurricanes need to get their equipment to each game, they call Good Greek Moving and Storage. The Miami Hurricanes trust the Good Greek, and so should you. So move like a champ and go to goodgreek.com. Good Greek Moving and Storage, the official movers of the Miami Hurricanes.
Good Greek Moving and Storage, your superhero movers.